Had to do the black man dance up here. Most famous one. Now I'm happy though. I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean? It's an accomplishment for a black man to go somewhere nowadays, especially when he's driving his car. Shit, I survived the ticket and getting shot by the police. That's an accomplishment nowadays. Shit, that's an accomplishment. I give myself credit for that. But yeah, you know, nowadays, you know, I'm happy. Just not even that. You know, it's, you know, I come from a whooping generation. For those of you who are not familiar with a whooping generation, I'm gonna break it down to you right now. Today, it's an ass whooping by your mother. That's a whooping generation. Ass whooping generation. Let me tell you, my mother, you know, she would always fuck with me when I do something wrong. I couldn't get away with anything. My mother, she, you know, white kids get away with murder. That's why they murder. But black people, oh hell no, man. My mother didn't play that shit. I'd be a kid in the shopping center. You know, I'm running around, I'm trying to fit in. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing for me to do nowadays, but I'm trying to fit in. And I run around the grocery store and I rip a bag of candy open and my mother's radar will go off. Do, 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 do. Child fucking up, aisle 3. My mother had GPS before the shit was even invented. And right before I get that piece of candy in my mouth, she catch me with this powerful backhand. Pow! I mean, the shit rang out through the grocery store like white people froze like they were in a Nike commercial. Seriously, my mother's backhand was so powerful she could knock Mike Tyson out 10 seconds in the first round. 10 seconds. And I was tired of getting my ass whooped. So you know when you're scared, the first thing you do is you dream about it. So I dreamt that I met Jesus. He's supposed to be my savior. So who else was gonna save me? So I dreamt Jesus. And when I saw Jesus, it was kind of shocking to me, but I knew it was him because I heard all these angels singing like, oh, and he came to me and I was like, he was a brother in a sheep. And I said, well, Jesus, you know, you don't look like the picture I see hanging around everywhere I go. You don't look like the same Jesus I see on the wall all the time. You know what I mean? He was like, well, I have hair of lamb. It is me. I am Jesus. I said, Jesus, well, I got a few questions for you. Can you help me out here? He said, what is it, son? I said, well, Jesus, you know, I don't mind you calling me by my name, but to call me son, that's a little disrespectful. We call that racist where I'm from. He said, well, all my people are the same. Black, white, everyone. I created you all equal. I said, well, maybe you need to wake up in my dream with me and remind them of that shit. But yeah, I said, Jesus, can you help me out? My neighbor, Kyle, he calls on you every night. For 30 years, he's been asking you for a BMW, and you didn't give him one. And he thinks you're racist. So why do you say that? I said, well, Jesus, I don't know. He said, well, what's his name? I said, his name is Kyle. He said, well, you know why I don't give Kyle. Kyle only call on someone when he needs something. I said, well, when I wake up in my dream, I got to tell my dad to tell a neighbor that because he owed my dad $30 and he ain't seen him in 2 years. But yes, so I said, Jesus, can you help me out with another situation? He said, what is that, son? I said, well, Jesus, you know, could you add one more commandment to the 10 Commandments? He said, what would that commandment be? Could you add parents shall not hit their children? So my mother could stop whooping my ass. Shit, my mother didn't play, man. My mother didn't play at all. And most people think that black people are athletic because of our genes. Wrong answer. My neighbor, he used to jump from a second floor window, running from an ass whooping, and he in the NFL. My neighbor across the street used to leap a fence in a single bound, running from an ass whooping, and he in the NBA. And me, I tell her we all got our ass whooped, and I'm a professional comedian. And all that comes from is home ass whooping training. Seriously, like the Heisman Trophy, you think the Heisman Trophy is a statue of a man accomplishing a goal. You know, when you see him, it's like, no, that's the wrong answer. The Heisman Trophy is a perfect statue of a black man running from an ass whooping. Yeah, but you know, I had my time, you know, like basically I did comedy in like Australia. I've been around the world with comedy. I performed at the Comedy Store in Fox Studio in Sydney, Australia. And it was weird to me because when I got up to do a show, telling jokes, and I told jokes about gangs in Chicago. And this Irish guy stood up, you know, when they get drunk, Irish get fucked up, they don't care. He stood up in my show, he said, gangs are not real. That's just an urban myth. I said, because you were born with a BMW and a silver spoon in your mouth. Gangs are real. And he said, and all that, once you go black, you never go back. That's just a myth. I said, well, if you want to know about the once you go black, you never go back, you can ask the Kardashians about that shit. But yeah, so, you know, and also like Michael Jackson, you know, I mean, Michael Jackson was a great artist. I love Michael. Michael music was great, you know. But I feel Michael in the future, well, in the next lifetime, I think he's going to come back as a god. Because Michael, you know, when they find all the things that they left around and all these bomb shelters and everything, they'll run around all around the world, they'll find beaded jackets. And the people that were looking for him, they'll come out, they say, well, this guy, Michael Jackson, had to be a god because everywhere we go, we find these beetle jackets. We even found a picture of a white lady passing out when she touched him in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And he got to be a god to do some shit like that. Shit. And I'm like, well, I don't know, you know, Michael Jackson, a god? I said, well, yeah. Well, I would think, you know, he's not in the Guinness Book of World Records. You know, the Guinness Book of World Records is about a human accomplishing something no other human can do. Said, well, he did go from a black man to a white man, and that's as close to what God is a nigga gonna get. My name is Merlin. Thank you very much.